In Money Talks today, collecting with a difference, a glimpse into the world of soccer collectibles. We meet some enthusiasts who collect memorabilia from the world's most popular game. We look at some of their most prized items and give you some hot tips if you're a budding collector. Hello and thank you for joining us on Money Talks, ABN's personal finance program. I'm Lynette Lithgow in Singapore. Recently, a replica of one of soccer's great trophies, the Jules Rimet trophy, was bought for almost $500,000. The copy of the World Cup, won by Brazil in 1970, was valued before at just under $2,000. Well, although such big-ticket items aren't typical of the football collectibles market, it may be a sign of things to come. ABN Stuart Pallister has more.
Here's the story of our favorite team, the Red Devils.
Goals, 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 and these days it's not just the players who are looking to score. Soccer collectors are also on the hunt for memorabilia that may one day be very valuable. Soccer collectibles are the latest rage in sports memorabilia. It's a collector's market that has come almost out of nowhere. 2 years ago, at an auction in Britain, a bundle of Manchester United football programs was valued at about $170. A keen bidder paid almost $4,500 for them. Soccer collectors come from every walk of life. They range from high-powered businessmen to teenagers spending their pocket money.
Menu stuff like collector cards and magazines.
We collect all the stuff like watches, lampshades, footballs and everything else.
Some focus on memorabilia from competitions such as the European Cup. Others are just looking for anything to do with the team they support.
Menu.
It's for Liverpool actually, Liverpool Football Club.
And some collectors are willing to spend a lot on their passion.
I've spent about close to $10,000 in the past 10 years on my collection of football stuff.
Of course, there are more modestly priced items.
About $200 to $300. Around 300 to 400.
Collectors can fill up their display cabinets from a variety of sources. They shop on the internet, go to specialty shops and trade with other collectors. Like the players, collectors hope to score big and dream that their collections will one day beat the best of them all.
Well, joining me now to tell us more about football collectibles is Steve Dadlani, the owner of La-Vanita, the oldest soccer souvenir store in Singapore. Steve, thank you very much for joining us, your debut on ABN and indeed on television. Thanks very much. Now, we say yours is the oldest shop of its kind in Singapore.
Yes.
How old is it?
We are 25 years old now.
So is this a new thing in Asia, relatively new?
For soccer, well, it's coming up very good now, is it? But when we started, we are not sure what we're going to do, is it? And now it's on the top, is it?
And how many people come through your shop every week? Give us an idea of that kind of figure.
Well, on the weekdays, we have like 100, 150 people coming in to buy. And on Saturday and Sundays, we have like nearly 300, 350 customers walking in and out of the shop.
So what sort of things are they after when they come to your shop?
Well, they are looking for the major teams like Manchester United, Liverpool FC, and Arsenal, and few other teams. And the main things we sell is jerseys, posters, mugs, pins, and a lot of other things like posters, books, magazines. But we have a lot of things, 100 over items, 200 over times, overall.
Right. Yeah. Well, football, it has to be said, is pretty unique, isn't it? It doesn't seem to happen in any other sport in quite the same way. What do you think is the real attraction to collecting football memorabilia?
I think over the last 2 years, there's more live telecasts of the games in Singapore, and as such, all these collectibles have become a big thing now, especially like jerseys. If you command a special jersey which you keep over 5-6 years, you can command a very high value on it.
Indeed, yes, and we have an example which you're going to show us later on in the program. But how has the practice changed, say, in the past 20, 30 years? What were people collecting 25, 30 years ago that they're now collecting?
Well, before, you see, like, people used to collect like signatures, autographs of the players and some jerseys. But now everything is becoming collectible, you see. And if you can really preserve it properly, you can see that if you bring it out after 5 or 8 years or 10 years, people really want to go after it, you see, and they can pay you a premium price on it.
Well, we talk a little bit later as well about how to
Okay.
preserve these items. But
Okay.
who is buying what?
Well, teenagers and adults as well. But I have clients like as young as 4 years coming with their parents, and if they want Man U, they really go after that particular team.
Yes, Manchester United, of course,
Yeah,
the
of course,
world's
it's the greatest team.
football team.
Yes.
Now, let's just say a 15-year-old child, boy
Okay.
or girl maybe,
Okay.
wanders into your shop. What can they afford generally, and what are they looking for?
Well, we have economical items like $3.50, $4.50 items like postcards or posters. So they have within the budget. So if they really come in, they won't be disappointed, is it? But we have higher items like jerseys costing $75 or $85. So that one, if they are younger, they have to bring the parents to make them buy for it. Is it?
So, all right, the other end of that spectrum. What about a serious collector, perhaps someone who's in the world of work, has been there for a number of years, has saved a bit of money? What kind of thing are they looking for, and what are they prepared to spend?
Well, if they are business people, they have no limit, is it? Because they have the money. And I've been selling signature postcards and frames and pictures of Pelé, Beckham, Cantona, which sells as high as $450. Is it?
And what are the most popular items? Are people looking generally, people with a lot of money, are they looking for silverware rather than, say, just commemorative programs?
Programs, we really don't sell silver in Singapore, is it? But we have posters and signed pictures and limited editions. Like we have a picture on Pelé that is on 1,288 goals. So that's in the whole world, you only have that many pictures of him personally signed. So everybody would like to collect such things, and if you bring it out after 5 to 10 years, which is very hard to get, you can come on even higher value than,
Well, I know that your experience is mainly here in Singapore. We're
Yes.
very lucky to have someone like you on our own home patch. But how big is this industry across Asia?
It's very big, very, very big, It can be like $1 million souvenir industry or maybe more, because throughout Asia, it has awareness now, Like you take for Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei. It's soccer crazy. It's just a fever. People are just crazy over football.
And is there a kind of demographic split in terms of the sort of ages at which this collecting habit peak?
Well, I think so long people come to have awareness, they start collecting, But I think, like, for my view, like, from 12 to 14 years, they are good enough to understand what they should buy or what they should collect.
Now, it's interesting, isn't it, that soccer collecting around the world seems to be centred mainly on UK clubs.
Yes.
What explains that, do you think?
Because in Singapore, the television is focusing mainly on Premier League games. So everybody is like hypnotized to just watch those games. Of course, other big games like from Italy, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, they are also very, very popular.
But you can see as many UEFA Cup matches as
Yes,
you can
yes.
with British League
Yes.
matches. I wonder if it has something to do with the sort of colonial heritage here in this
Yes,
part of the
of
world,
course.
in Asia.
Yes, I was about to mention that, but since you have put the words in my mouth, that's true, because since British time here, everything is British. So the games or any other sports related to the British are very popular in Singapore.
You know, it's something my husband often accuses me of, putting words in his mouth. But what's the disparity, say, between an item from a legendary club like Manchester United, which you've already mentioned, and, say, a lesser-known, pretty obscure club like, say, Newcastle?
I think Newcastle is also very popular, and it's coming up very well. Now you have better managers coming in to Newcastle, like Kenny Dalglish. So of course, it's going to be a focus there.
But does Manchester United, at the end of the day, take the biscuit?
Of course.
Always.
I think 90% of the shares of the sales in Singapore, at least.
Right. Do people collect mainly as investments? One would expect that a lot of this is based on good, old-fashioned, shameless sentimentality.
I think they collect all the souvenirs because some of them really collect and hold it up, because I've seen old things, from my friends, and they, if I go back and see their house, they still have the old jerseys and old mugs of other players of the past with them.
How can you check when you buy something that it really is good value for money. Is there some place that you can have it actually valued independently of the place where you purchase it?
Sorry.
The item that you buy from a shop like yours.
Okay. Well, I think people have the awareness because we have magazines from UK coming in, and it's already having a price sales there. So if they estimate our prices and their price, and they understand that we are in a better position to sell them lower if they order from UK.
All right, Steve, we'll go into that in a little more detail in a moment, but for the
Okay.
moment, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Well, time now to take a quick break. It's half time here. But coming up in the second half of the show, we'll be taking a look at one Liverpool supporters collection when we return here on Money Talks.
You can read about Money Talks in every other issue of Asia magazine.